Currently rank 4 on the EUS server, Villager C has discovered a new OP Volibear build which makes it insanely easy to gank lanes and snowball games. With this build he's pulled off a 79% win rate over 14 games, and I definitely recommend abusing it while you can. Here you'll see Volibear starting red buff because he wants to path towards his Camille. She has really good gank setup, and Jace being immobile makes it a really good lane for him to gank. Since Volibear can do a full clear before crab spawn, that's what you should do basically every game. After finishing the full clear, you have to check your lanes before going for crab. You can see in the top lane that Jace is low on HP, and you should definitely pick up the free kill before scuttle. After picking a kill up like this, it is best to check if the laner has TP, and if they do, you've got to re-gank them. We know that Jace doesn't have vision here, and in order to farm he has to move up really far in the lane. This is a prime gank opportunity and something you need to look out for in your own games. Because Camille is low and Jace has no TP, Volibear helps push the wave in. After getting this in, Volley wants to base because his camps have respawned bot side and he has gold to spend. You'll notice on the recall here, Volibear has picked up Predator Boots first item, and this is when this champion really starts to shine. Instead of going for Krugs, Volibear spots out the TF pushing the wave and wants to gank him because there's absolutely no counterplay for this TF. Predator Boots go off, he has to flash because TF is quite close under tower, and unfortunately Shaco does counter gank this, so it doesn't work out, but this would have been a really easy dive afterwards with the wave. After respawning, Volibear is going to run to mid to catch the wave because Vex just cannot stay in lane, as you can see. After clearing this out, Volley heads top because he sees a big wave crashing and wants to kill the Jace. If you look at the map here, you can see the Vex is also rotating, so there's nothing to really be afraid of here in this fight. So he's just stalling a little bit of time here, but when the LeBlanc goes in, like she's playing support, you can just go 1v1 her, Vex picks up the Jace, and then LeBlanc has to flash away, but that's completely fine. Camille was saved top, and now Volibear can move in here to take away Shaco's camps. We just saw him gank the bottom side, and because Volibear's red buff is respawning, Shaco's first buff is also respawning. After picking this up, Volley hits 6, and this is another big spike for him because it means he can easily tower dive anyone because the ulti disables towers. You'll see the TF here is half health and flashless, so this is a very easy transition gank to his bot side camps. While there's no play to actively make on the map, Volibear is just gonna farm. He's walking topside here immediately because he sees this big slow push and that this is a dive with Volibear ulti. Shaco shows up for his own gank, but Camille is a level up on the Jace, and if they can win this 2v2, it'll be huge because Shaco has a 500 gold bounty. Camille played it really well to walk towards the Volibear, and this 800 gold bounty is just huge for getting Volibear's team into the game. Paired with the pickup on Jace and this wave that he's gonna lose, Camille split push is looking like a very clear win condition for Volibear this game. On the respawn, Volley is running bot side despite having more camps topside. This is because there's no potential for action topside, and if anything breaks out, it will be bot side where his lane is pushing. But while there's nothing going on, Volley's gonna farm, and his main focus for making plays should be topside or mid lane. And as you see here, this is the action I was talking about. And since LeBlanc is less than half health, Volibear is gonna rotate for this because it does look winnable. Janna puts down a nice tornado, here comes Volibear with the Predator, and just look at the damage. This is tank Volibear, and he's just shredding this Shaco here. But unfortunately, TF ulti does come out. LeBlanc with the W Civ HD. I think he'll be able to walk out of this one. Shaco does fall to the Vex, and TF goes golden, but it's not looking too great here. Unfortunately, there was a miscalculation there with not thinking about the TF ulti. But on the respawn, Volley should sprint over to at least pick this Jace up. Here he is, looks like a 2v2 is going to break out. Camille goes on to the LeBlanc, but is going to retreat shortly because the LeBlanc has Jace for backup. And there's the Predator Volibear right there. sprints in, and they do find the LeBlanc, and then with the blue smite here, he should be able to pick this guy up. Throws out the ulti just to be safe, and there's the big Volibear. Since we can see Shaco on the bottom side of the map, this is definitely a herald opportunity after helping Camille get that wave in. And since there are no active plays to make on the map again, he's just going to return to farming. With this bouncing wave, I'm definitely foreseeing a gank with Predator Boots and Chem Tank shortly. Now that he's in position here, he's going to drop the Herald, and this Jace is going to be doomed. He's on the run, but with Predator and the Camille hookshot, he just gets absolutely obliterated, and that should be a nice tower pickup and kill. And this is the win con Camille that we've been talking about. He's funneling first tower gold, and he's making it a priority to be playing around her, because her priority is going to allow Volibear to start taking the enemy junglers' camps like this, among other things which my coaching students would know about. Anyway, now that the play top is over, Volibear should just rinse through Shaco's topside jungle. But when they see Jace trying to farm the wave while Volibear ulti is up, they immediately go to ruin his day. Didn't even have to use the Volibear ulti there, that's gonna be to ruin his day again. Now Volibear is gonna recall because he must have a lot of gold on him after bullying the Jace so badly. On the recall, while Jace is going to be clearing out topside, Camille can rotate and make this dragon a 5 versus 4. Unfortunately, their Jhin does die here, and it's going to be a 4 versus 4. Vex goes in, looks for the Shaco, unfortunately gets outplayed. She will fall, but at least the Shaco will get traded over. But unfortunately, this is not the 5 versus 4 we would have been hoping for. But you can still see Jace is there in the topside, farming away. So they're just going to have to play this one slow, push out the wave, and then slowly rotate over. Camille barely gets away with her life after zoning out the LeBlanc, so they're just going to have to run away from here and survive. This is definitely not a fight I'd want to take, since it would be effectively 2 versus 4. So Volibear is just going to go back to farming until his Camille is back onto the map and they can make plays again. Looking to get some vision control here. And once they spot out the immobile TF in the mid lane here, this is definitely a play that they could look for. But definitely not something I'd want to be forcing with the Jhin when Camille is the win con here. We can see Camille pushing bot tower, so we just want to be around to hover and fight with her if needs be. The enemy just used everything to pick off the Jhin, and Camille does have teleport, so this is definitely a fight that could be winnable. You can see Ezreal flashes, and here comes the Predator, Chem Tank, Volibear with the damage. Picks up the Ezreal, Camille gets that, and now he's onto the TF and looking for more. There goes the Shaco, TF's going to be next from the Vex ulti, and that is a really nice 3-for-1 from the Volibear's team. You can see as soon as he wins that fight, he realizes I need to go take away from the enemy, I need to go dive, I need to go do something, and he's looking next for the Jace, but of course he's not going to go without any follow-up. So at least they should be able to take a tower or two. Camille finds an angle for a pick, and of course the Predator Volibear is going to come in, but of course they're just going to flash and dash over the wall. Enemy's gonna look to chunk the Vex off of the LeBlanc group, but with the Fear and the Janna Tornado really nicely placed, that's just gonna be another pickup for Volibear. Here comes the ulti, there goes the Shaco, LeBlanc, will he be able to catch her? Here he comes, flashes over the wall, picks her up, and that is 3 more kills for Volibear's team. And then here comes the TF, of course, next, he wants to die as well, and that huge Chem Tank W damage, really nice from the Volibear. He's gonna have his blue smite soon, and there it is, 4 kills. And of course, after such a big mistake from the enemy team, he's gonna go pick up the Herald. The enemy team is really desperate now to make a play. They use everything to just pick up the Janna, and of course Camille comes in really fed. Here comes the Volibear as well, also really fed. Vex ulti goes wide, but this is a massacre. They pick up 3, and they should be able to pick up more if they can get onto the Jace. He doesn't have flash, and here he comes with the movement speed onto the Ezreal, and just boom, there he goes. Dragon is up, Volibear's team is ahead, so all they really have to do is just group up and go for the 5v5. Camille is keeping a few people busy in the top side though, so Volibear's just gonna look for the chase here. Again, the enemy team tries to pick off the Jhin, but Volibear rotates over and picks up the Shaco. We can see Ezreal on the map, and when you're playing against Predator, Chem Tank, Volibear, that is not allowed. So this is just going to be an easy tower dive and pick up. He's 2 levels ahead of him. It just completely one-shots that Ezreal. Vex also picking up the LeBlanc, and they should be able to just push and end the game here, I think. Anyway, if you made it this far, leave a comment below and contact me on Discord for a free OPGG review and coaching consultation. Hope you enjoyed.